Hi-oh, beaver! Away!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Crits Crass, to the GGtoor Locked and Loaded number 2. I love sequels, and it's still your boy TurboTabs, and it's still Beta here. Following a new team, a sequel to the group number 2, and we're going to ask the age-old question, Beta. Is 4 Frenchies the winning number?
One of the first tournaments, there was a team called 4 Frenchies is the winning number, and this time they've come back with a question mark on it.
Yeah.
Not as confident, it would seem, but...
Yeah, philosophical here. And the person that's going to challenge the question, Beta, is going to be Feint. Before we get into it, we didn't have a chance to go over maps before, but this is best of one. They actually have to eliminate all the maps, ban them out, and they get the last one that was really no one's most hated. And our most least hated map will be Snakewater, Beta. What does that tell you about these two teams?
Not too much. I looked at it. The last 2 maps to be eliminated were Gollywash and Process, and then that left Snakewater. So they just eliminated all their least favorite maps overall, and then they just ended up with Snakewater, which I guess Feint liked. I will also mention that as we're about to start here, that 4 Frenchies, they did beat Global Clan EU 5-0 in the first game, and that was on Snakewater. So... You know, I think they're happy to play a second match on it here, and like I thought Global Clan EU were gonna put on quite a big fight against them, but turns out that's not the case at all. So, yeah, watch out for them.
All right, we're going over and we're watching out. We're tuning into is 4 Frenchies the winning number versus Feint on the Snakewater map. It's the GGtoor Locked and Loaded tournament. I'm TurboTabs and joined with Beta and Wiethoofd and Rahmed, and we're all watching. We're all eagerly waiting for the first player to die. It will be Jevon, the roaming soldier. One is 4 Frenchies enough, and it seems like they've still got 4 Frenchies on that squad on mid, but they decide to back out. But I think they're missing a man. I think that's poor little NPC. D-Maul has been left kind of pissing in the wind there.
Yeah, but a very passive miss from Feint there. So Opti goes in, tries to get to the medic, but the scout's going to get in his way, but the scout's going to give his life to save his medic there, which is kind of what they're supposed to do, I suppose, but it's going to leave G-Man behind lines and a lot of players down on the side here of 4 Frenchies. So this is a bit awkward for them. G-Man gets picked off. Nice job there by Voxtec. Just immediately, oh, actually rushes down the Devilman to move overextended. Did not expect Dion just come barreling around the corner, and now all of a sudden there's a 2-man advantage here for Feint.
I've just noticed all these players are Feint nicking all of their heart's content, so pardon my apologies if I get some of these wrong, but they're trying to make a push in. The good boys with nice little nicknames for me to read will lose a couple of players trying to get Moolah down, and he doesn't even pop, doesn't even flinch, doesn't even lose a speckle of health as they're trying to make the counter push here, Beta.
Yeah, they're not content to sit back here and last. They want to come out, and Poppy, he's going to try and see if he can get out there, but there was a sticky trap waiting for him. And that's, of course, going to leave the window open here for Feint to move in themselves and see if they can find an opening to send in maybe their own soldiers. There is no sentry gun on last. It is just being built as we speak here. That's going to mean that the soldier can come in, but he gets piped down, and the level 1 will finish the job.
What the level 1 gets a kill. I don't know how it gets a kill, but it got one, and yeah, so Warp will be no part of the living team. Opti throws himself in as maybe he's going by Joseph rules, that he's got a self-pick on his own team. Maybe they can push in now. Vanny is sitting back, not going to get peppered by Pappy. They actually Uber in on 4 Frenchies to force out this Uber. Moolah's a little bit disconnected, doesn't want to leave Private Thomas behind, and they want to hold and fight this. This is a bit greedy for my liking, Beta.
Yeah, probably a bit too much here. Looks like Poppy is going to eventually make it out. But not quite the situation you want to be in here. As the move goes down again, no stickies to hold any chunks right now. It means it's just going to be all on Poppy and Steven to just hold these 2 doors. And yeah, soldiers, they can get overwhelmed. They have a limited amount of ammo. And you can see Voxtec, he is just peeking in right now. He is trying so hard to get in. And he actually is on to Poppy. He's going to just take him down. That was actually Sia, my bad, who's in super deep. And then even Jimin's going to trade there with Opti. And look at how far in Feint are. They're just taking these fights without possibility.
Yeah, they're getting greedy over on the side of 4 Frenchies. They want to hold all the doors, and you see poor Pappy switching from door to door, using more ammo, just jumping from doors to kind of keep them down, and They did a very good job on Feint by going, obviously, through different doors all at the same time, just trying to kind of seep in and play off any sort of unclaimed doors by that Demoman Death, and it's worked perfectly. Like,
yeah.
textbook.
Honestly, the Moolah even dropped there at the end. Like he obviously, like, a bunch of players died before he could pop it, and then I think he might have just dropped himself. It kind of looked like it. Either way, that was a very strong pressure around there for Feint, and they're going to send in Optic immediately.
Yeah, they have Opti going down, so with that they could get aggressive over on Feint Gaming and play off the space, and I mean, it looks good on the scoreboard for Feint Gaming, but the position's a bit lacking. Everybody's a bit scattered. There's not really a solid kind of coerced line, and the counter-attack comes out. They're doing a good job of actually winning some of these skirmishes over on Feint Gaming to say how poorly positioned things were, but it's still too early to call. It's a medic, it's a buff scout. They can still get a lot of work done here. Vox Tech taking the fights with his medic advantage, and he will win out.
Yeah, pretty good job there. I think they knew that there was a very weak soldier around that they could pick off, and they immediately found him and just chipped him down. So really great job, because otherwise you're looking at a 1v3 situation or a 1v2, and that is much more dangerous than just having a single scout trying to maybe kill your medic. But once again, Feint coming in here. Opti's going to jump in, trying to see if he can close down some areas, and the Jeevan's going to find himself at the end of the ground.
I mean, he was just trying to kind of save himself from fall damage. Sometimes it works, sometimes it does not, and that was one of those sometimes nots. As Mac jumping in, big boy jump, but he's going to get juggled up by the heavy weapons guy. Takes a lot of damage for all that fighting, and the counter comes out. He's got no help to get out anymore, and Vanny, with no demo man, he's got no defense. He gets cleaned up as well, and to say that they went into that so admirably and kind of full of, just gusto, they ended up coming quite flat.
Yeah, indeed. And gonna see 4 Frenchies. They're gonna push out here. They're gonna be able to take this second point pretty comfortably. They do have a slight advantage, about 20%. They're pretty difficult to push on. Snakewater is one of the longer maps where small advantage is not as important. Obviously, he has been figured out here for sure. He's just gonna do his best to try and get out, but a nice pipe there from Demo is gonna find him. That's going to be a sorted down, and this small Uber advantage might just be enough.
The stickies. Oh, they spotted them. Their scout spotted them, called them out. I was sweating bullets there for just a moment, and they have the Uber charge for Frenchies, and will they want to push it though? They're going grass, so it leads me to believe that they want to take this slowly and more greedily, and they might have this opportunity. Opti's holding in the forward resupply with the sniper though, actually rotates around that, but they don't know that over on 4 Frenchies, so they've got to think about this sniper kind of pestering them in the back of their minds. Oh wait, no, he's still kicking back there. He's still a little soldier holding that area, so he can come out and snap at them at any moment.
Oh, we see Demon just coming in there like an absolute missile. Just right onto them. Vanny's so weak. He's like being chipped down by scouts. That's actually
8
so scary.
HP warrior. What a man. What a set of iron.
Oh, Mac just took his medkit.
Oh no.
Come on, Mac.
It's okay. I bet he's saying like, you'll regen it, dude. You'll regen it. Remember the change.
He just
Remember
looked
the
him in the eyes and took the medkit. That's so funny. What a teammate. What a team leader there.
I nominate Mac for my top player, and here is the clip.
Yeah. just sees your medic limping toward the medic and just like steps on it and gets 10 extra HP. I needed that, Mac says. Good time. It didn't matter too much. It didn't hurt them too much, but Toma's going to see if he can create some space, but he's going to create a whole lot of deficit in his own health instead. As we just see, like, Jeevan getting buffed up here, I think he's getting readied. In Poppy's also buffed. Usually that means that we're about to see a jump. You can go from window, you can go from the side here.
Oh, no, well, he just took a fat pipe, so no jump for that boy. I'm not sure if they'll go for like a sync soldier play, but Poppy doesn't need the backup. He actually gets a trade, which is, quite wondrous to ask for in a sort of scenario like this. Oh, Demo, though, he's got picked off. Kind of trying to get some spam pipes in or some spam stickies. Moolah has been popped as well. He only had HP warrior on him, and he's not as benefited as Vanny, as they had just too much chip damage. Had to pop off his Uber, and they're trying to pick up the pieces with the remnants of these Ubers. A big sort of flank coming out from Jevon to see if he can excuse that eaten pipe from before, but it doesn't work out, Beta, and they've lost so much ground on this second point now, and they want to go back in. What?
Yeah, I don't know, I kind of saw this in the other match.
Oh, Abdi, he's behind.
Abdi.
He's on top of Mula. He gets the kill onto Thomas as well. And this is really left for Frenchies in tatters here. Fate can roll this all the way from mid to second, maybe even last if they play the cards right.
The control point is being captured.
Yeah, this is just all over the back of that Opti play, just sneaking in behind, getting medic picked down now, and it should just be a wide open door for Fate to just push all the way into last with Uber. Poppy is actually on sniper right now.
What?
It's not every day you see that.
Yeah, that's quite the shooting star there. Make a wish, Twitch chatters. You don't want to see this every
Oh,
day.
that's
Oh,
double
there,
bombing.
well,
See you
there
later.
it goes. It goes by as quickly as a shooting star, and Walt will lock down this second point for his team. They've got Uber charge ready, and good little Mac. He's already pushing that last point. He's got his Uber. They were thinking about pushing lower, but they're gonna go shut the door instead. They're setting up for them slightly. Actually, they want to deal with this soldier instead. I think he switched off from scout into soldier. I think, whilst Pappy switched to heavy weapons guy. Okay, interesting. And Jevin bombs the point immediately, gets killed and cleaned up by Pappy. Thomas, the off-classer, is still running that soldier class, and they will, I guess, negate that Uber. That never happened.
Yeah, just I think Peyton was trying to walk in there again and just kind of milk it for as long as possible, but they ended up just kind of losing players. But they didn't end up using the Uber. They might try to block it here with the Uber. Yeah, they are going to do that. Blocking the point is really critical because that's going to mean that they have better spawns coming into this.
I'm surprised nobody's chasing Vanny there. Vanny popped off quite early, and they could have chased him, but they showed a lot of restraint over Arthur Frenchies, and Feint actually feels like they're punishing for them now. They had the better Uber, but they don't really capitalise on it. They lose a couple of players in the mix during all of the transitioning to last, and they're already in second last point here, Beta. Oh, some Vanny pipes coming out from the Frenchman. Mr. D-Wall, 91% of the time he hits his pipes, and look at him. Oh, another pipe coming out from Oblivion NPC. Stop right there, criminal scum. We're coming for you. As he will defend that point with some wondrous pipes. He's feeling himself. He wants to keep going here, Beta.
Even when he was missing pipes, he was still hitting them. Like, he was just aiming for another person, and a soldier just like randomly jumps into the pipe. So sometimes, man, you just have the universe working for you, and that was definitely one of those situations there. Also, his aim is good. Yeah, really, really good play there by Dimur. Just does all the damage there. I want to say he did like 500 pipe damage. No biggie.
Ridiculous. And this man, this is him off-classing, need I remind you, Beta. Everyone's kind of off-classing. Thomas switched to soldier at one point, and he was doing a bit of poundage in that last defense. And Pappy just seems to be playing whatever he wants as well. It just looks like having a grand old time on 4 Frenchies.
Well, Opti's in, gonna dodge the air shot, but not gonna be able to get onto the medic. He took a ton of damage, and even at the same time tried to get in onto onto Vanny, and that was not successful either. Oh, look like we might have another soldier trying to get it.
Oh, no.
He's getting bounced around.
Oh no, what? He actually, no! Okay, that was good. That was a good string of... it might not look impressive for like a clip, but it's mighty embarrassing when you just kind of hit 5 rockets on a rumor like that.
Yeah.
Pappy though, trying to jump in, get some damage onto his scab, that's all he can really hope for. Opti, picking his battles wisely, gets a sort of bomb in with his flank that's punishing that sort of play from Pappy, and they've allowed enough player advantage to push in from grass here.
Well, Timur was just left on an island. They have to save him. Like, really good job there by, I think it was Voxy. No, that was Yeehaw on the flank, who just came in and did so much damage, and that's going to force out the Uber there. Otherwise, Timur would have died, and for sure that would have been a lost point. But now we're in the situation where Feint has this big Uber advantage. They're going to come in again. Everyone's alive for their team. Let's just hope for them that they're able to hold on to it. Never mind, they're just going to pop it. So now they need to get some work done.
Yeah, I think it was just getting a bit too hot there on that second point. People were getting a bit low, and I think they could just smell a drop coming, so they just pop it early. I can respect that. It felt like a bit of a weird place to pop, but I could feel the justification there.
Yeah. As a sentry gun on the right side, I think they know about it. And
no. The flank's in though. They've ruptured poor Pappy on this left-hand flank. Thank God the sentry gun technology, as it will kind of stabilise that flank play, and they decide to back out over on Feint, losing 2 players, and they want to hold this well, I would say advantage. It's actually advantage to 4 Frenchies, and they're making the push out here. I think Mac is kind of caught in no man's land. He can't really get out because of the stickies here. Weasel his ways out. Not today, though. 2 HP goes down to 0 HP. Will get cleaned up and pick a door, any door beater. It's free.
Yeah, and you say free, but that spam from Opti up top did so much damage. Look at that, Timur is not in this fight. He can't. He's on 22 HP.
Oh my.
That means just Thomas in here with his Uber, so they're just going to have to run out. So the Uber did nothing.
Oh.
And even Thomas going to get caught in. I don't know why he stopped to go back there.
If he wanted to kind of stop the Warped from getting aggressive there, but on the flank, and God, it's just a day for overextending scouts. They really, really want a taste of the meat shop, but they can't seem to find it here, Peter.
Yeah, not quite, but once again, like that was just Opti doing a ton of damage on that entry. You said the doors were free, but there was like a single soldier just doing, I don't know, 400 damage to the team as they entered mid there, which meant that the Uber ended up being really bad because you don't want to have a really weak demo man in the Uber. Like, he's not going to get out alive. We've seen that earlier in this very match. And so that ends up not happening. And we have another sniper. This time around it's going to be Thomas. I think they might be going with the theory that now soldier is overpowered, so you always want to have a soldier over the scout. Maybe that's the theory.
Yeah, Opti is making that soldier look awfully overpowered there, so I can understand their ply. They see if Thomas is feeling his sniper trigger finger, and not quite. We'll call that a warm-up, as he will reveal himself now on that sniper class, so no excuses for Vanny if he ends up dropping here. And they want to push from this sawmill side. It's always the favoured place to see if they can get a pick or play from this point, but Opti, let's see what he thinks. He's the only opinion I care about.
Oh, and he's in. So he's gonna... Oh, no.
Okay, well, we can't win them all. Even the golden goose sometimes lays some regular eggs, Peter. Opti has shown there.
Yeah, he needed to get that extra jump off the ground, and he was just getting bounced around so heavily there by all sorts of projectiles that he ended up basically just, I don't know, penciling with very little health. Probably looks like he wants to go for it.
Thomas finding the head in the grass over onto Mac, and okay, surely now pick a door, any door. Okay, actually they're counter Ubering in. If they've lost the demo man, they're going to spend an Uber to hold it. Questionable play because they're overextending. They want to get that force out of Muller. He's lost a lot of players to keep that Uber charge, and I don't think it was worth it. The sniper is still up, but it's just not enough presence to keep everybody from coming in, and they can just in a way ignore him now because it's hard to get a snipe off in a firefight.
Yeah, that was the classic Opti Yeehaw bomb in there, just getting the force out. So Yeehaw gonna end up...
Oh, Pappy, lots of damage, gets a scout kill in all of that fray and still lives. They see a snipe onto Vanny, they get the kill. Oh, the sightline uncovered, and it's time to get on top of Muller. See if they can get the equalising kill onto him. Opti's like, the only winning play is to not play. He's going to play the second point. He gets caught up though by the flank team of Neo and Jevon, and they're going to start going to mid now and claiming their bounty from all of that mishap.
Yeah, and we're actually in the situation right now where 4 Frenchies are in a really good position, and they're only down by 1 round, which is kind of surprising because Fate, they have been in control the entire time basically.
Jevon. Oh, that was close. Okay, so dig deep. We need some more pipes here, D-Moore. We need 4 Frenchies is a winning number. You need to answer that question. Is it 4 pipes enough pipes? Who knows? But they won't actually push the issue here, Feint. They're going to play it back, and wisely so. They don't have that Uber ready.
Indeed. Looks like Muller is just going to slowly make his way in.
It makes me nervous. I see the sniper and he lingers. He holds the shot. He's picking his targets here over on Thomas, and Opti still caught behind. But if you ignore him, it's like he's not even there.
And this looks like a really good push. They haven't even popped it yet. There we go. Muller finally popped his Uber. Faint's Uber is about to run out. They're going to scatter around, but Mac has gone down. No stickies. So you can just play the point if you so want to. And looks like they're just doing fine. Hit some pipes as well. And that's going to be 1-1. So despite Faint being in control for about, I want to say, I don't know, 18 minutes of this game, there was just 1 minute where they were not, and they immediately lose around to it. So 4 Frenchies, they're back, baby. It's 1-1.
Yeah, they're adapting here. It feels like Feint have the overall most solid TF2, but the clutch moments just seem to be bailing for Frenchies out a lot of the time, and if they can keep up this streak, they can maybe get another round onto the board. This next mid's going to be important though, so let's see who gets the first frag. It will be Opti going down, but buy some room and space for Warp to get the kill onto the demo man, so if they can play... Oh wait, Mac went down during all of that. Moolah got a crossbow in there as well, but you can't calculate for these clutch moments, Peter.
No. That is just the thing with mid-fights. Whenever anyone wants to go huge, they can kind of do it. But, man, Yeehaw does not want to retreat, but he probably should have, as everyone else from his team were just out. He didn't get the memo, I guess.
Yeah. Sacrifices his life to get Vanny out. He does have an Uber charge, but they should know that they have an Uber charge over on second as well. They haven't capped mid yet, so they can't even really hold this fight on second, because even if an Uber happened, who would even get the second point? So they back out over on 4 Frenchies. They pick up the pieces, and then we go for a classic Uber trade. Push, maybe? No? Okay. No, we're playing it cool.
Yeah, they're just going to take it easy. Like, they don't have the time pressure anymore. It's 1-1. It's fine. I don't actually know what the rules are. I assume we can have
draws
ties.
are draws. Draws are draws here. No golden caps. So group stages, it's like a scrim. Draws are draws. No golden things about it. So I'm not sure who really wins out between, I guess, maybe 4 Frenchies. Faint. Who do you think hurts more from a draw here, Beta?
I don't know. I think these are the 2 best teams in the group, so I think they just end up tying. So
Okay.
I kind of think it's even, but I would favor...
Oh, Mac! He just got spammed out and overwhelmed, and an Uber, okay, lots of trading, okay, but you can just call this a regular Uber, I suppose, because there's so many people dead on Feint Gaming. You don't feel the ramifications of losing out on the Uber. It's not like Feint can push out right now. They're at their last, and they've looked down so many players.
Yeah, it wasn't an Uber exchange though. It was just an Uber. I don't want to say a force as much, just because they lost like 3 players for it, and they lost a bunch of ground. But yeah, now we do have this full Uber advance coming in. Looks like Poppy will try his best to stop it, but he's gotta fight himself in a frag movie instead.
What the hell? Everybody's dying all over the place. People are fighting as this. If I connected to a DM server, there's people in places that there should not be here, Beta.
Yeah, Yeehaw fought forward. Yeehaw just pulled everyone back, so Yeehaw doesn't really have his team with him. Now they're finally going to catch up to him. Looks like they're going to eventually be able to get this, but they kind of paid for it with the Uber advantage. Luna's about to get his. He's on 80%. And Vanny, he's had his for a very long time, but look at Tomac just runs in there. No fear. Saves himself.
Okay, well, that was a very early pop. I suppose they did get Demo for it, but I didn't see Vanny's life in danger. Mac was relatively healthy. I guess they were just feeling a bit of hot bother. Oh my god, there goes Vanny, and there goes the rest of Feint. They do get a couple of trading kills, but this was an onslaught of an Uber coming out from 4 Frenchies.
Yeah, Yeehaw, you can see he's hiding here, trying to catch out some players, but
oh no, it's a buff scout.
Just have to hold last now.
Oh, so just coming to rain in on his parade as well, and Voxtech actually does get a kill onto Tomas, but there's just too many bodies thrown at this last point, and they're adapting here, Beta. 2-1 to the Frenchies.
Indeed, and that was just all about that Uber coming out from Vanny just way earlier than Lula. It just was not worth it at all. It looked kind of weird, like he was not under a lot of pressure. I think maybe Mac thought that there were more people around, so he was just like, just pop it till we can catch him, and then they couldn't at all. And that's very unfortunate. Now all of a sudden, we've got a reverse sweep situation coming in here where they were down 1-0, now they're up 2-1.
Alright, so it's 7 minutes on the clock. Still a lot of time in FPS land, as it feels a lot longer to these players than to you or I, but if they wanted to, they can get really slow at 4 Frenchies, but I don't think that's their style. You see Warped is going behind, cutting off the exit way and the health pack for them, but this leads 4 Frenchies to just go aggressive, and when the dust settles, Feint will actually come out of this on top, and they're flanking some players as well that wanted to cheekily get out and play off Fanny dying there.
You say playing slow is not their style, but I've seen Poppy play, alright? The last time I saw one of these Cubs, Poppy was in the final and he did the slowest thing ever. He basically killed the game at 7 minutes, alright?
Right, but this is a man that's off class to heavy and sniper and all these other classes. I don't think this boy is in full advantage taking right now. He's kind of
Foxy's in the corner. He's gonna get onto the medic.
Oh no, 2, 3, we're shot 4. He had 5 out of 4. Oh, wait, 5 out of 4. I mean, 4 out of 5 weren't really hitting the mark there, Beta, and it's as bad as my maths.
Yeah, unfortunately, he actually managed to get away with hiding in the corner, and he just couldn't two-shot the medic, so that's very unfortunate. So now Wheel's going to have this full Uber to go in here. They don't have the second point yet, so they can't put pressure on the point. Now they can, but Benny is about to get his own Uber. There we go. He's on 100%. Going to get forced by the soldier.
Ooh, Super Medic comes flying in to save his comrades, and they're on the back foot here for Frenchies, but they're kind of turning around, humouring the idea that they can turn at any moment, and Warped instead just keeps giving them the death stare.
No one's in there. There's the demo coming out. Yeah.
He'll take advantage of anything. Heavy weapons guy, sniper, backcapping. It's all strange for a pocket soldier, but not for Pappy.
Yeah, just game sensing on them. Like, he's so good. And that was a really nice push. Or like, it was a really nice defense from Feint, and then they pushed out on it, and then Poppy just sneaked his way in there, and Demo Man spawned too late to do anything about it.
It hurts because usually you're counting scouts when you're pushing out, and you see 2 scouts, you breathe a sigh of relief, and you go to second point. But uncalculated, they're going to go for another mid-fight. They still have the possibility to claw this back. Warp to get some nice damage in, and still lives to tell the tale, but D-Maul, stop right there, Criminal Scum Pipe, still in full effect. But I wish I could say the same about his team, Beta. It just seems everybody else doesn't really find the rockets or the mark, and Feint Gaming are just doing a wonderful job of blobbing up, scouts especially.
Yeah, just protecting Vanny really well, and just making sure that they pick off anyone that crosses like a certain line, and also their own soldier bomb were really effective. They kind of sent a lot of pressure onto Mula, and they eventually got him, and they did a bunch of damage while doing so. So that was just kind of what opened up the door for Feint to get this. And now they have about 4 minutes to get 2 rounds, so they can't afford to sit around. I think they're just going to need to go with it. They have the full Uber advantage, so yeah, no reason to wait. You just want buffs and then you go. Thomas Sniper is going to perhaps cause some problems, but hopefully Vanny pops in time.
This is 100% the push for Feint Gaming. They need to make this advantage work. The traffic cone comes out, but doesn't really get a frag, unfortunately. And they've managed to get in, take out a sentry, but not enough casualties there. A lot of time on point. This is going to make points really important. Can Mac keep himself alive? He can't, and that's a wipe for Feint Gaming. That was their opportunity, Beta.
Yeah, they just lost those 2 scouts on the point. If those hadn't just insta-died to like a rocket and a sticky, then that push would have worked. I'm going to go ahead and say that. But as it was, they just got taken down so cleanly by the 4 Frenchies that they just ended up holding it. And now they're pushing in, and they just want to get in as deep as they can, get as many points as they can, to just make it impossible here for Feint to actually come back and get this.
It's when great pressure happens, Beta, that the diamond plays come out. Can they show their diamond hands here over on Feint Gaming and turn it around? They've got 2 minutes. It is possible, but it is improbable. They're going to have to go for some massive plays. All eyes on Yeehaw. Will he get that fat 100? They popped Uber so early. No sort of risks being made out by 4 Frenchies here. They're going to keep it as clean as possible and even consolidate all of their DM onto the second point. They're going for the push though. They've got the Uber. They've taken out Mula, so that is no heals for this squad. But if they waste a lot of time, everyone's hiding in the bunker, but they hear the footsteps rattle-tattle on the roof, and the scouts are doing a wondrous job of actually cleaning up these players. Neo is showing he's a scout as well. Mac getting a pipe, and sure, Feint Gaming win this fight, but will they lose the war, Beta?
It's definitely looking like that, and I think normally they might not have taken that fight, but you know they are in no position to to do anything other than...
D-Maul's in! He's in, and he's taken out the core of Feint Gaming. That's got to take them out. Surely there's only so much time left in the world, and they can't wait on another Uber. They can't wait on Max. So these scouts, they need to do what they know best: hide and try and go for the beast DM. But it's a tall order. The scouts are still hiding.
Yeah, you go for the back cap, and they are kind of doing it. I don't know what Yeeha's doing, but yeah, Voxy, he did the right play there. But Yeah, it's too little, too late, so they're gonna lose that. And the game is now officially over. It's just a matter of can four Frenchies get another round here on the board.
Oh, where's the concede plug-in when you need it? But they're going to force their way into this last point. They're sticking it up. They're pushing on second because that's their only hope. Oh, nice little block coming out from the soldier there. I think that was Wolf, but it's still the same ending. 4-1. Playing with their food here.
Yeah, just, they lost a round. They were looking like they were just basically out of it. And then at some point, I guess they just either flipped the switch or figured out their opposition. And then four Frenchies just kept rolling. And I guess Poppy's just here with another mixed team to steal your money.
Yeah, he just seems like this the lunchtime bully, just taking everybody's lunch money, and the only hope they have is maybe he's coming out for some of these last clutch plays. Context does not matter in the world of sick Twitch clips, so they're going to go balls to the wall, they're going to go aggressive. Mac is already getting some nice kills, and it's a shame because I feel like some of these faint mids have been on the mark here, Beta.
Yeah, it's usually a lot more passive, and it usually relies on having the two soldiers jump in, do a bunch of damage, and then the blob of Feint can just kind of move. Yeah, can just kind of move forward and eat up everything else. Just consume it. And was this soldier? Oh, Poppy's like on red last, I think.
Yeah. Strange play.
Got him. He just went out to last. That's not where you get highlight plays, Poppy. What are you doing? But yeah, really nice job there by four Frenchies is the winning number, as they actually take out the favorites here in this group.
Yeah.
Feint Gaming.
But if you're just joining us at this, you've just missed our round 2 game. But you're just in time. We're going to be covering a round 3 very soon. We're going to make it a special occasion here. But please stick around for round 3, our final round of the invite groups, and see Nerd Rage versus Aura Electro coming up. See you there.
Hi, old beaver! Away!